Boom, we're live. Boom, I see us on Abstract, on X, on YouTube. Guys, welcome to the Swarm Report. My name's Hudah, bringing you around the crypto AI ecosystem in under 30 minutes today. Let me get this show shared out, and guys, smash the like on the show wherever you are watching. But most importantly, man, make sure you subscribe over here on SlamX Official if you can't make the live shows, which, by the way, Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. Eastern Time. It is right here again over on SlamX. That name is going to be changing soon in 2 weeks. I'll give you a heads up when that's coming. But yeah, make sure you're subscribed over there so you do catch the show. Now, apologies. If you were tuning into the Vader Spaces today, gave a heads up earlier this morning. I gave the wrong timeout. My bad. Yeah, instead of it being at 9 a.m. Eastern Time, it was actually 10 a.m. 10 a.m. Yeah, 10 a.m. So I hope you made it. If not, I'm going to drop you guys a link so you can actually catch the replay of that. Great spaces, a lot of fun. Had a blast chatting with the Vader crew. Had a blast chatting with Bunchu. Of course, Randy's there. Scott joined us too. It was a great time, and that's going to be a regular thing. So we'll actually keep you updated on Tuesday's schedule, at least for the morning show for Chain Reactor, because that probably, if we keep the spaces at the same time, it is going to impact the Chain Reactor morning show. So I'll keep you posted if there's going to be schedule changes there regularly. But just wanted to mention that here. Christian, great to see you. Gus, great to see you. I'll mention as well, too, if you don't see a Chain Reactor over on SlamX, well, we did one this morning. Technical issues. The YouTube side was frozen. So if you popped in and you saw the show just frozen or stuck, well, yeah, we were live. You could see it streaming on Abstract, but over on X and on YouTube, no such luck. So apologies for that. I even deleted the stream off YouTube because who's going to watch it? Nothing's happening there. So anyway, we'll tighten it up. Tech issues, they happen. Again, subscribe over here, SlamX Official. Of course, follow SlamAI, SlamAI_XYZ. The announcements you guys are all waiting for, they are all coming, and I cannot wait for you to hear them, to see them, to get your hands on them. But again, make sure you're following along. And of course, our flagship AI agent, that is the Swarm_AI, also on X. It was our main topic of the stream this morning over on Spaces. Again, great time. Look, I know people are waiting for some big updates on the Swarm. When's Terminal going live? How's airdrop going? Hey, if you are still waiting for airdrop, check your wallets. Another batch of it went out this morning. Another batch may have gone out since. It may be completed. Don't quote me on that yet. I know the airdrop is still, as of a few hours ago, ongoing, but getting much closer to the end. So you should at least see your balance up higher than before if you were still waiting on airdrop, and hope to have details on that soon for you guys as far as, hey guys, completed. We'll keep you posted there. Let me grab the link to the Vader Spaces again from this morning. This will be a regular Tuesday morning Spaces with the Vader crew and all of their EAO partners. So as of right now, that's Billy Betts. That is the Swarm, and whoever's up next, whoever's number 3, I don't know who that is quite yet. But I imagine they'll be included in that conversation too. Great time, great conversation about AI and what's happening, what's the building looking like, and where's it going. Link dropped in the chat. Let me drop it over on Abstract as well. Cat's over on Abstract confirming he got more of his Swarm. Great to hear, man. Great to hear. Happy to hear that, man. Good stuff. Okay, rest of you guys, if you're expecting, go peek. Hope you have it. Peeking at the Swarm over here on deck screen. A reminder, Swarm was recently, Swarm yesterday was added to Gecko Terminal. That's CoinGecko. Also added to Cookie.fun. We're peeking over here on deck screener. I should switch over to Gecko Terminal. Why not support the ones supporting us? But there you see the Swarm right now, 1.1 mil market cap. I think pretty darn decent considering where this market is at. And still, man, the Vader EAOs really performing well, guys, from where they launch at. These Vader holders who get in early on these tokens, you're sitting at a 2.3x and 4x, 2.3 on Billy Betts, a 4x on the Swarm launch. It's hard to beat that, guys. So Vader's clearly dialed into something that is working, and you could say regardless of market conditions, market's not great right now. It's the title of the show today. We're going to look at the market. But with the market being what it is, still finding some multiples, some wins out there, rare to come by, great to see. Really happy to be a part of it. Again, great chatting with Bunchu, dev behind Billy Betts. Awesome conversation. Always got to check in on how Billy Betts is doing. And man, this is a recap from 2 days ago. It is the most recent update, but had a killer day. Went 5-2, wagered almost $19,000, and profited almost $10,000. That's an incredible feat there. Over an 85% ROI, cumulative ROI now over, well, in the positive, 2.38. Pretty darn good. Total record, 35, 40, and 5, along with that 0.008% of the Billy token supply burned. Really like those mechanics. He's got those props coming up soon. And look, I'm going to spoil a little of the spaces for you, but we lightly discussed maybe Billy branching out because he has access to Polymarket. Maybe him making some prediction markets that are maybe not sports related. Maybe they're crypto related, maybe powered by Crypto Slam data. I think there's some conversations to have there. Could be pretty darn exciting. There we go. All right, let's look at Cookie.fun. See how this market is doing. And believe it or not, I know it doesn't feel great out there. It doesn't matter where you look. Doesn't feel great, but the AI ecosystem actually up. We'll take any win we can get right now, but looking at some green, it is nice to see total AI market cap now back above 4 billion. You see it 4.05 billion, up just 1.29% in the past 24 hours. But again, it will take these small wins here. Looking at agents by market cap, Fartcoin is on top, followed by Act, Turbo, Ket, and Toshi. We said last week before, we were watching the Avalanche ecosystem. Ket, top agent over there, one of the top agents, period, number 4. That Avalanche ecosystem suddenly struggling tremendously after the meme coin launches over there. Look, their wall of shame. Basically, you were shamed if you sold your pre-sales early. Well, it's not really working. And all those meme coins are really pulling back. Now we're seeing Ket kind of doing the same. Look, the rest of the market is too, but Ket is no longer immune from that. So we'll keep our eye on Ket. Over on the infrastructure side, it is virtual on top there, followed by AI16Z, Ask Venice, Arc, and then Cookie, Go Cookie. And then on DeFi, it is Venice again, CX, Hey Anon, Olos, and Griffane. Love to see it. All a bunch of familiar faces, some of the top performers kind of consistently here. And shout out to Banker, with the Grok token. We're going to touch on that Grok token again today. We've got a new... Boy, I'll just tell you this. There might be another Grok token, and it might actually be the first Grok token. We'll get to that. I always give you these spoilers. I don't know why, but I get too excited. And then we're looking at the categories combined, looking at Mindshare. Look at Banker, all the way on top there, clearly the number 1 agent, and also Clanker. These two paired together are the two agents that helped Grok launch its token. So no surprise there to see that as the number 1 and number 2 agents. By Mindshare. Interesting. And when we look at the Grok token market cap, you'll actually get a better idea of why, but there's number 1 and 2. Wow. AIXBT at number 3 here, followed by Fartcoin, Open Ledger. Interesting. Cerebro. Interesting. Also up. Cerebro struggling like everything. You see the rest of the list. We won't go one by one, but there's your top, let's say 6 or so as far as Mindshare goes. I cannot wait. Guys, I can't wait to see the swarm showing up here. I did peek yesterday. Let's see how far back we have to go. It's quite a bit, guys. It was ranked number, I want to say 80. I think the swarm was around 80 by Mindshare. And I'll say this, man. 80 is pretty darn good considering it's not even tweeting yet. That's just good old organic Mindshare, good old organic traction from people tweeting about it, talking about it. I'm not going to maybe arrow through every page. I was hoping we'd see it if I popped over in that range, but maybe it's a little higher. Maybe it's a little lower. I'm not sure. But we do know that the swarm is now on Cookie.fun. So we could search it and find it. I'm going to save that till it starts tweeting and we get that Mindshare really ramping up. I do think that's coming. All right, dialing right into some of our favorite tokens here. There is AIXBT up in the past 24 hours, almost 4%. You see it at a $91.7 million market cap. Really hoping this guy gets back up above 100. It's good for the space. It's a good agent. And maybe we can help it out with the data side, which is probably its biggest weakness. They all got to have some weakness here. Venice also up 14.91% at 97.6 mil market cap. Love to see that. Another with Venice V-shaped recoveries, always fitting. Fartcoin also up over 22%, $250 million market cap. Also love seeing that. And then GOAT. Again, my personal favorite here just is outside of the Slam ecosystem. It's all GOAT. 55 mil market cap. That hurts. And nearly flat. You see up just 0.04%. And then we'll round that out looking at ARC with the ARC-shaped chart. It's up 11.95% though, to 81.3 mil. Again, those are the agents we look at, are the AI tokens. Finger on the pulse of the market here. That's the ones I use. And then I like to look at what tokens are seeing the most net flows. And specifically here, we're looking at smart money. Guys, there is a token called Tau that, look, I'll say it. There's probably some people who know something because this token has got a monstrous amount of money coming into it. Over 3.5 mil in net flows here in the past 24 hours. Yes, 3.5 mil. Look, good tokens will see, net flows is positive, right? And whether it's in the couple hundred thousands or if we're seeing them around a mil, over a mil is pretty good. 3 mil, again, I start wondering if somebody knows something. That's a lot of money to be coming in with no announcements out there that I've seen. So again, I wonder if it's not announced, but some people may be privy to some info. Anyway, Tau's got to be on the radar here. Tau is the token of BitTensor, which is, I believe, guys, where Billy Betts gets its data from. It's sports data. Tensor's looked at almost like as the Bitcoin of the AI ecosystem. It's this decentralized blockchain-based network, right? To get these AI systems, agents with data, to get them to collaborate here. So really interesting stuff. It is something I'm now keeping my eye on. I wasn't really before other than being generally aware of it, but man, seeing the token cooking like that, big time on my radar. I may add it, guys, to our list of tokens that we do a little spot check on. That token moving like that, yeah, it's probably worth some extra attention. So I definitely want to put it on your guys' radar. Cookie, okay. Great data there. You've seen it. It captures token data. It captures mind share. Now integrated into, hey, Anon, they have an agent or an LLM called Gemma. And we'll show you an example of that right here, but integrating that cookie API. And so you can now use that Gemma to, well, query what mindshare related questions. You could even ask it probably some token market cap type data, but here's a good example down here, accessing it through a terminal. Again, look at this and you can definitely think in your head, probably pretty darn similar to how the Swarm terminal will work. So you can see exactly how that works. You have a question. Hey, man, you don't have to go to Explorers. You don't have to go poking around websites and hope you stumble on the right info. You just ask directly. And these agents and terminals will find that info for you. So love to see that. Excited, very excited to get the Swarm going. And also last point on Cookie here, but the Cookie token here, man, that is live on Coinbase. It's kind of rare now. It shouldn't be, but kind of rare that Coinbase is listing base tokens for whatever reason. It just doesn't seem to happen as regularly as maybe it should. But here's a great example of a great base token getting listed on Coinbase. In fact, you know what? That makes me want to peek at price and see how that's helped it. Let's peek at that. By the way, great seeing some familiar faces out there. Homer, I see you, buddy. Good to see you. Sir Riley, good to see you. Great to see you guys. Cookie, 68 mil market cap. Boy, oh boy. I've seen this one and followed this one at a, man, let's just say the entire way it ranged. I mean, from 10-ish mil market cap. In fact, you guys probably remember me talking about it on Chain Reactor. All the way up to, yeah, probably the tippity top before. Let's see. How high did this one get? How high did Cookie get? Let's see. Right now it's at, boy, okay. I'm going to have trouble just doing the math in my head here. But let's just say Cookie was probably 250 mil or so. Did it get that high? I think so. If right now we're at 67 mil. Yeah, I think this was in the, wow, maybe even quite a bit higher than that. 500-600 mil. Interesting. But what I'm looking for right now is how did Coinbase listing help? No denying it certainly helped here just in the past day or so. Again, these small wins, we take them. We take them every single time. All right. Moving on, guys. AI Accelerate. You guys remember this one. Super controversial. From the way the tokens were distributed to the marketing to the people dumping the tokens. Look, it happens. But I was quick to turn that page and just getting ready to watch them build. It's a great group, great advisors, great team of devs. Really, it's kind of like cream of the crop out there. Here's a product being powered by the AI Accelerate DAO. Whether they funded it or helping them tap into data, this is Alpha Pulse. We'll peek at that again if you saw the Gemma preview just a moment before a terminal. Similar things here. This is basically querying the LLM with specific asks. This is maybe Twitter data, news data, I love this man as a researcher. Hope that's not killing the stream here. But as a researcher, man, anything that cuts down the time it takes to research and get that info and get some reports generated, boom, you ask it a question. Love that. That is the latest AI crypto. What was that? Latest AI crypto news on crypto Twitter. Boom. It's, maybe through training, it's already got this curated group of, influencers or, noteworthy people who do content around AI and spitting you out that report just with a simple query here. I love that. Also, next query here. What are the GitHub developments from the past 24 hours from Eliza, from Arc? Again, same thing. Gives you an answer to that. Just, couple seconds of typing. You can't beat that. This is going to be incredibly useful, especially as this stuff is developed. So love to see that. Keep my eye on that project, that ecosystem, AI Accelerate. Keep my eye there as well. Okay, now this one's fun. We're getting back to Grok and its token DRB. What was that? Debt relief bot? Okay, we talked about this yesterday. It's a token that, look, Grok didn't release it himself, right? He didn't autonomously go out there and launch it, but a user on X asked him if he was creating a token, what would it be called? What would the ticker be? And then they created it with the banker bot, right? Just via a tweet on X, it'll launch a token for you. And so that's how the DRB token was created, but Grok inspired at the very least. And check that out, man. This token's up over 2x from when we talked about it yesterday. Pretty impressive. Could say I'm pretty surprised. This doesn't feel like the market that you would see cooks like this, but that's absolutely a cook. I mean, geez. Just a few days ago, you could have gotten this for, 5 times less. It's pretty darn impressive to see a coin doing this. You see the value that people still place in the, most significant AI tokens out there. This might be one of those. In a hot market, you know what this kind of coin would look like, right? This would probably be a $100 or $200 million token basically overnight. It hitting 34 mil right now. Super impressive, basically at all-time high here. And again, don't go chasing tokens just because I mentioned them on this show, of course, right? None of this is financial advice, but again, I think this was like 15 mil, maybe 16 when we peaked yesterday, and 34 right now. That's a pretty impressive chart right there, and it feels like it's only growing its momentum here. So we'll keep our eyes on DRB regularly here. Really impressive stuff going on. Now, okay, one of you guys, I think it was Memetic, left a comment on yesterday's video, and you gave us a pretty good tip here. That tip being, hey, that's not actually Grok's first token. And it was an awesome little comment. It was like, hey, just go ask Grok. Ask Grok itself about this thing called Flying Avocado Cat. And so I did exactly that, guys. I pull up Grok, and I said, hey, what's Flying Avocado Cat? And tells me everything I need to know, which is it's a coin that's already out there. It was created by Grok in a roundabout way, and let's go over that, what Grok told me. But here's the query. What's Flying Avocado Cat? Ticker's FCAT. And let me zoom in so you can see it a little better here too. But super interesting. Here we go. Flying Avocado Cat's a crypto, specifically a meme coin, launched on Ethereum in 2023, guys. Man, it's an older one. ERC20, just a fungible token. But let's get to the juicy stuff here. Token symbolized as FAC. We know this already. Created by an individual known only as V, an early Tesla investor and Elon Musk enthusiast, okay? He utilized an advanced non-public version of Grok, so he used Grok to design this token. So Grok also wrote the smart contract for FAC, but also came up with the name, Flying Avocado Cat. Pretty darn interesting because, again, if you look at geez, come on, boomer brain, DRB, Grok didn't create it. It gave information to a user for him to create it. Sounds very much like this. And so, again, not financial advice. I'm going to make that clear. Not don't go buy this thing. Don't go chase it. But if the market right now values the token because they think Grok created it, at least that it's significant, that Grok inspired it, I don't know. Now we see this FAC token. This is the contract address that Grok gave me. Again, if you're looking at it, do your own research. Make sure you go find the correct contract. It might be this. This is the contract address Grok told me is the Flying Avocado Cat contract. So again, I look at it. It looks like people paid attention to this years ago. Remember, this is years old. And for whatever reason, absolutely tanked over the past few months, like the rest of the market. Probably worth a little digging. And if Memetic is watching, maybe he knows why right here specifically, back in November, why it basically collapsed. But there you go, a $420,000 market cap for a coin that maybe Grok inspired. Maybe it was created with the help of that. Grok may have written the smart contract. I don't know. I think that's pretty interesting stuff. We'll also keep an eye on this as we go forward here, but I think that's a spicy little story at least. All right, and then moving on, I believe our final little update here, but virtuals. Great platform. It's where the swarm exists. You guys are aware. And their ACP. This is the protocol where swarms will live, where swarms will exist. And we've looked at that virtual lemonade stand. We saw the swarm in action in this test environment. Guys, announcement from them that they're launching 2 more experimental clusters, so 2 more swarms. And they actually are going to launch a lot more than that. These 2 are in their phase 1 of this new experiment, last 4 weeks. Testing environment. Love to hear it. And then they're moving to phase 2, which is 13 clusters. So I think that's 13 more swarms, which they are going to open up to other agents to include in their swarm. And guys, when the time is right, I'm going to call on you. I'm going to call on you guys to make some noise because I think this is exactly where the swarm needs to be plugged in. It's where he belongs. It's what he's designed for. And obviously, we have chatted with and been chatting with the Virtuals team. They're already aware this is where we want to see the swarm. I think it's a perfect fit. We'll keep pushing on that, guys. But we'll wait and see when they release more info here. And again, they say more info's coming to Twitter here. Here's what they're looking for. And let's go and dig into this a little deeper. They're looking for smart agents. They're not looking for just agents that are out there tweeting. Think when we go through this, how many of the boxes we probably check with the swarm here, okay? Here, we can pull up this chart too as we need. Okay, not looking for just your average agent out there. Here's what they want. Level 3 agents. There you go. Many agent builders lost the plot building around autonomous agents. Oh, here we go. Sorry, guys. Many folks are building level 1 reply bots. That's mostly what you see out there on X, right? Just agents that tweet. It's fine. Not going to get the job done. Also, level tool users. Maybe agents with a very specific function, but, maybe think of an agent that's tapped into data and it just kind of regurgitates it online. It's great, right? The swarm can do that, but he works quite a bit deeper than that. You guys saw the little bit of that with the swarm. On top of him putting out information, he could go recall information. He had a memory. He then also sent tokens based off of certain criteria, right? So there was already a different level of depth with him. The swarm does take that to another level here, but these guys aren't looking for a level 1 and level 2 type of agents. Minimum level 3 agents. That's what they're looking for. So let's pull up that chart and see what a level 3 agent is. Okay, here you go. Level 1 would be reactive AI. Reactive output is in you type to it, it responds. Level 2 is that, plus context awareness, plus tool usage. Level 3, this is where it gets, I think, pretty awesome. And I think already the swarm would check these boxes. But the reactive output, the context awareness, tool usage, goal-based reasoning and planning is in, right? Picture the bull. If you answered his trivia right, he would go back and send you tokens. He would also sometimes throw you more questions to get a little deeper and test your knowledge further, or personality test, and if he liked you, he would end up sending you tokens too. So he could go back and accomplish his goals and then reason and plan out how much token he's going to send you. And then he would send you an Explorer link to your token transaction. So checks that box, persistent memory, all the same. He'd remember these conversations. Think we got the swarm that's probably going to be by default in level 3. Might, and this is where I'm not a dev, guys, right? I can't tell you if he's at level 4, if he can self-improve. And I wonder if he could be upgraded if he can't do that yet. But anyway, point there is, I think the swarm's in a really interesting spot right now to take part in this next phase, whether it's phase 1 or 2 of this next batch of a couple batches of clusters. Want to see the swarm in there. We'll certainly be talking to the Virtuals team as they put out more info. Again, when the time's coming, Gus, don't worry, dude. The bull hates everyone. The bull hates everyone. And, in a funny way, that's what's kind of charming about him. And when he likes you, it's actually even extra special. It feels like that to me, at least. But we'll see. We'll see. Anyway, we'll keep up with Virtuals. We'll see what their criteria is to get, plugged into that new swarm. Again, when the time comes, I'm going to tell you, we'll do it on the show. It's a full court press getting the swarm plugged into that. I will call on you guys for your help with that, but it'll look similar to this. I've showed you before. This is the virtual lemonade stand. This is the swarm. This is one of those clusters already. There's 4, maybe 5 agents plugged in here working in a swarm to, sell lemonade, virtual lemonade. What do these next swarms look like? Don't know who's going to be included in them. Certainly hope the swarm. I cannot wait to see, though. So we'll keep our eyes out for that. Again, we'll need your help for sure, guys. And then finally, The virtuals ecosystem special. There's no denying that. Everybody knows this. And so I am really, really looking forward to this, which is EtherMage, founder of Virtual, I believe. Let me double check. It probably helps. He doesn't have it in his bio, but it's the Virtuals guys. We'll say that. On a new podcast here with Kevin. This is the When Shift Happens podcast. Great guy. You guys should definitely be following him. Great content with the biggest names in all of crypto. Definitely give Kevin WSH Pod a follow. Great dude. And his new podcast with EtherMage coming out, 2-hour podcast, getting into all things. I mean, actually I was going to say all things AI, but going beyond that, CryptoPunks too. I like it a lot. So when that comes out, I'll certainly put it on your radar. But again, follow Kevin anyways. Great guy, great content. And we're looking forward to that podcast. Great stuff. All right, there you go, guys. There is your daily update here. Look, not always a ton going on, but it's always a blast in this market. It is. And I say that with tokens up or down. You still feel that energy that we're at the forefront of something really, really special. So it's a blast to be able to talk about it, share it with you guys. And yeah, man, that's a two-way street too. Great hanging with you, and I learned a lot from you guys as well. So appreciate you. One final time, make sure you're subscribed over on SlamX Official, over on YouTube. Follow SlamAI_XYZ. Lots of news coming here soon, including, guys, we have an AMA coming up really soon. We'll drop the date and the details on that soon, but assuming that's a Twitter Spaces, you guys come and ask questions too. Anything's on the table, Slam AI related or of course, Swarm related. Of course, more details coming here soon. Appreciate you guys hanging, watching. We'll see you tomorrow, same time, same place. Guys, have a great afternoon. We'll see you.